I should be brief and painless.
As long as you don't blow it.
How am I gonna blow it?
By opening your mouth. A word to the wise. Be nice to the judge. Humble, contrite, courteous.
You lost me at humble.
See, that's what I'm talking about. If you act like a bonehead in there, you could end up going to jail.
The worst that'll happen is that they force me to stay and be Dr. Hughes' whipping boy for the next decade, which I'm sure would make you very happy.
If it would force you to stay in Oakdale as my roommate, it might.
You just can't resist me, can you?
See, that's exactly the attitude I'm talking about.
Nah, it's gonna be fine. I probably won't even have to say that much. As long as Mr. Snyder comes through for me, it'll all be okay.
Well, I hope he does. For your good. Jacob and I will miss you, though.
Dallas is just a plane ride away. All right, go get a front row seat. I'm gonna go practice being humble in the mirror.
Practice hard.
Okay.
Henry, what are you doing here?
I'm making sure that menace to society and to me gets what he deserves.
All right, let's get this straight. I will not perjure myself in front of that judge.
Have I asked you to do that?
I don't care how brilliant a surgeon Dr. Oliver is or how much he might have softened you up.
I wasn't aware that he had.
He stole a car. He smashed into mine. I have yet to hear an apology from him or for him to take any responsibility for his actions.
You're absolutely right.
I know I'm right. You're right, I'm right. Those are the facts, and I will not, and I cannot change them.
I understand. You've got to let your conscience be your guide.
I always do.
That's why I love you. And that's why I know you'll do what's right for everyone involved.
Oh, hell, let's get this over with. What do you really want me to say to the judge?
What are you doing here, Henry? You have nothing to do with this case.
Oh, I think it has everything to do with me. He is a danger to the public, and I am part of the public. Ergo...
Stop it. You've had it in for Reid since the first day you met him, and I have no idea why.
He's a slob.
So what? You don't live with him?
He's full of himself.
Not a crime.
He had me quarantined for tuberculosis.
A misdiagnosis.
Oh, really? I didn't think the great doctor made those.
Henry, stop it.
Oh, I will not stop it, okay? He doesn't even deserve to practice medicine. Look what he did to me.
He broke your finger?
No, it's a sprain.
So how did it happen?
I slammed it in a door. That's not the point. Look at this humiliating splint that he's made me wear. I've been slapped by 3 old ladies today who thought I was being rude.
You have no idea how ridiculous you are right now.
Okay, he should be ridden out of town on the rail.
All you have to do is keep your mouth shut. Let the trial go on, and you'll get your wish. Maybe not on the rails, but in a first-class seat on the first plane out of here to Dallas.
Yeah, so he says.
Well, he can't wait to get back to his practice. Why would he lie?
I mean, that's what guys like him do. It's pathological.
I love how in your own way you think that you're protecting me, but you're not.
Sweetie, he's trouble, okay? And I don't think he's gonna leave, even if he is acquitted.
Henry, what are you gonna do?
Whatever has to be done.
Good morning. Glad to see both of you here on time.
Well, you seem to be in high spirits.
Why not? As long as everything goes as planned with this hearing, I should be on the next flight out of here.
You sound like you had a bowl of confidence for breakfast.
That I did, with a little dose of victory on top.
Well, remember, your fate is not in our hands. It's in the judge's hands, and they tend to uphold the law, no matter how brilliant the accused may be.
Even brilliant neurosurgeon.
I suppose it doesn't matter to you both that I saved both of your lives during that whole wedding hostage fiasco. You'd still like to see me behind bars. Fine, okay, all right, do what you want. I would rather be in jail than continue to be forced to work at your pathetic little excuse of a hospital.
So what was that all about?
Oh, I was just having some fun. I love to see him squirm. Let's get things started, shall we?
And so, as upsetting as it was, I do believe that the accident was just that, an accident. Dr. Oliver might have been a little careless, but I don't believe there was any malicious intent in it.
Your Honor, I'd like to add something, if I may. At a previous hearing, Dr. Oliver was remanded into my custody, and he spent that time with me at Memorial, working under my supervision.
Here it comes.
It is well known that he is one of the most highly thought of surgeons in his field. I'm not about to say anything that would contradict that. He is a fine physician. It's a privilege to have him at my hospital, and it was an honor to watch him work. But I have to admit that he can be obnoxious and overbearing.
And criminal?
Well, it's not a crime to be unlikable.
Well, yeah, it should be.
Your Honor, Dr. Oliver is a dedicated physician. And underneath that gruff exterior, he is a profoundly caring one, too. He took a bad situation for him and made it workable. And I hope that you will take that into account.
I made a career studying the brain. I still don't understand human nature.
Well, it's not always about the brain. Sometimes it comes from the heart.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And the truth is, Your Honor, I can't stand Dr. Reid Oliver.
Finally, a witness with some sense.
But it's also the truth that I bullied him. I forced him to come to Oakdale. He had a lot of patients back in Dallas who really, really needed him. But I tricked him into coming here because somebody that I care very much about needed him as well. And quite frankly, he's the best there is.
Oh, please.
When Dr. Oliver found out what I did, he was upset. And I can't blame him. He wanted to get back to Dallas, to his patients, his practice.
His golf game.
But because of me, he almost missed his flight. So I let him borrow my car. He didn't steal it. I let him take it. And that's when he got into the accident with Mrs. Hughes.
If the car wasn't stolen, this isn't a criminal matter. It's just a waste of my time.
You want criminal? I'll give you criminal. Your Honor, if you let this man go freely, it will be a perversion of justice. He is a dangerous kidnapper.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Henry, sit down.
No, I will not be silenced. He's a menace to everyone in this courtroom. He's a menace to everyone in Oakdale.
Well, then keep your mouth shut so I can get back to Dallas.
Your Honor, I demand to be heard. Thank you. This man, this person who calls himself a doctor, without reason and for nothing more than personal grievances, held me unlawfully in quarantine after falsely diagnosing me with TB. And the things they did to me in there, it's unspeakable.
Mr. Coleman was quarantined as a precaution. He displayed signs of the infection. We couldn't risk a serious infection being spread to the other patients. And as for the unspeakable things that were done to him, it amounted to nothing more than blood being drawn.
May I point out, it was more blood than was necessary, and I wasn't even sick. I showed no signs of tuberculosis, but I was held against my will for hours simply because I tried to convince this guy to move out of my friend Katie Snyder's home.
No, don't drag me into this.
Bob, you want to straighten this out for me?
Mr. Coleman is exaggerating, Your Honor, and quite a bit, I might add.
Case dismissed.
What a travesty. I wouldn't be surprised if you paid the judge off.
You want to know the best thing about leaving this town, Hank? Never seeing you again. And don't bother waving goodbye. I wouldn't want you to hurt your finger. Mr. Snyder, thank you.
I kept up my end of the bargain. Now you keep up yours. Getting all his side back.
You should be in prison.
Don't worry, I'll be out of here just as soon as I wrap things up.
What would it take to get you to change your mind?
About what? Leaving town?
I respect you a lot more than I dislike you. We could certainly use you at the hospital.
Well, you're being generous, calling that place a hospital.
We do the best we can. But you haven't answered my question. What would it take to keep you here?
Well, let's see. How about a state-of-the-art neurosurgery unit, a ridiculously outrageous salary, and a title with the word genius in it? How's that grab you?
You drive a hard bargain.
That I do. Good luck, Dr. Hughes. I wish I could say it's been a pleasure.
Oh, my God. The guy is so arrogant.
Well, sometimes people are good enough that they can get away with that. You know, I wish I could offer him what he needs.
Are you kidding me? I say good riddance.
No, it didn't do us any good. I don't have the kind of money at the hospital to give him the kind of surgical unit that he needs, and that's too bad.
What if I said I might know where you could get that money?
What? That's a lot of money, Bubbles. What are you doing? No. No. Do not even think about it. Not me, no.
Excuse me. Henry, come back here.
No.
Henry, listen.
So, did you tell Noah the good news?
I did. Good.
Listen, I know, given how much you hate me, that it wasn't easy for you to come to my defense today, but your testimony got my case thrown out. I appreciate it. Well, I did what I had to do for Noah. Couldn't have you going to jail. He needs you too much. Can we try this again? Thank you. You're welcome. Promise me something? Never, ever try to bring me back to this godforsaken town. Sooner I'm on the plane home, the better.
But you're gonna operate on Noah before you leave, right?
Actually, I'm gonna leave just as soon as I can get a flight out of here, probably in a day or two.
But what about...
Don't worry, Noah's gonna see you again. He's coming with me.
Tell me it's not true.
Luke, calm down.
Calm down? You're going to Dallas? Dr. Oliver's gonna operate on you there?
The guy might be able to give me my sight back. What difference does it make if he does it here or in Texas?
Well, the difference is that I'm here. Your life is here. This is your home.
I'm not moving there permanently. It's just until I finish with the treatments. What else was I gonna do? Was I gonna say no?
I can't believe he played me. I testified for him, and he turns around and pulls a stunt like this.
Luke, this is about me, not about you. It's about my chance of being able to see again. Okay, can you try and remember that?
I know. I'm sorry, okay? I just want you here. You're still here.
Yes, I am.
Listen, Noah, it's gonna take me a couple days to wrap up my affairs here, but then we're free to go.
Great, and thank you again.
You know, I'll be right back.
Wait, Luke, please.
Dr. Oliver, please, can't you reconsider?
Reconsider what?
Can't you operate on Noah here and then go back to Dallas?
You want Noah to get his sight back, right?
Yeah, that's what this is all about.
Then step back and let me handle Noah's case as I see fit.